Get up.
The way that I get into an Australian accent is, I'm a real tuna lover. I'm a real tuna lover. I'm a real tuna lover.
I honestly, I have no purpose to do a cold open, so I'll just say, because I'm just going to add all of this and just do the show.
Okay. Yeah.
When'd you figure out it was Tuna Lover?
I don't know. I was just trying to use an Australian accent, and then when I said, I'm a real tuna lover, I was like, wow, that hits all the right vowels and consonants and, like, lets you really get into that janky-ass accent.
The science of comedy.
Yeah.
Welcome to Content Pending the Show with Travis and Dylan. I'm Travis.
I am Dylan.
Our podcast takes place at Austin, Texas, at Don's Depot, one of the favorite places in the entire fucking world, on our patio at our recording studio. It's a show that likes to look at the things that happened over the week and talk to interesting things about people.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait till these guys are done.
They're having a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. He's looking at me really seriously like I'm doing something wrong.
I'm just loving tuna.
Oh, you're just trying to fuck with me? I just look over and Adam's looking at me like, dude.
Oh, no, I just had my eyes as wide as I could. I was...
You look like you're about to fall down the stairs.
Oh, I'm about to fall down the stairs.
Oh, it's such a lovely Thursday morning. Falling down the stairs in front of my lovely wife.
It's Saturday.
Oh, I
Adam.
noticed she hasn't had my oatmeal ready before me when I hit the bottom stair. I noticed once again.
Came home and the potatoes were hard.
After hitting the bottom stair on the top of my head, I have to prepare my own oatmeal.
The voices you're hearing are some of our favorite people in the entire world. It's Avery Moore over here on the left-hand side of me.
Hi, guys. I missed you.
I missed you, too. And across from her is Adam Hrabik.
I was here 3 weeks ago.
And we're working on some incredibly perfect Irish accents.
Oh, man.
It's an Irish Christmas.
I had a friend named Richard Morgan in San Antonio, and he's British. He's from Wales, but I used to.
Oh, no, British people aren't from Wales. Those are Welsh.
Well, he's Welsh, and when I was like
They'll fight you over that.
19, he will.
Wales is on the island of Great Britain, so fuck you.
He'll also fight you if you're a 19-year-old Avery and you walk up every day at the bar and go, "Har-cha-cha, Richard, how you doing?" Avery, I'm not fucking Irish, I'm Welsh. How are you now?
New thing every day.
Oh, like Shrek.
Shrek was Scottish.
I know.
Like he's real.
I know. It's just funny to pretend you don't know what
Shrek.
Wales is.
Wales ales.
Oh, Wales.
Well, there is only like one famous Welshman ever. That's Tom Jones.
Was that the only famous one?
Name one more.
I mean, I didn't know Tom
Wasn't
Welsh. No.
Siri, tell me some famous Welsh people.
There's probably a ton.
yeah.
Are there?
Famous Welsh people. It
Famous-
came up as Anthony Hopkins,
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
Richard Burr, Terry
From
Jones.
Thor.
Courtney Cox is Welsh?
what?
Oh, okay. So now this is heritage. This is not actually people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, this doesn't work. Vinnie Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Benny Jones.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a big old nose.
Typical Welshman.
Big old Welsh honker.
He has the nose of like he had the nose when he was in Gone in 60 Seconds when I think he was like 18 and he had the nose of a 90-year-old Irishman.
Yeah.
Alcoholic red.
Yeah.
Soccer hooligan.
Just beat
actually.
red.
Soccer
Yeah.
hooligan
Yes.
nose.
Yes. Like
Yeah,
it.
you only get that nose through just unconscionable gin consumption or just being hit in the nose.
Yeah, getting it
Yes.
punched so
Yeah.
many
Which
times in a
I
fight.
think he did both.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. It's,
Yeah.
like, it's actually a combination.
Like Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Daniel
Yeah.
Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I would love to see like Daniel Radcliffe just get like swollen, drunk, red British face.
You can see it in Sorcerer's Stone, I think.
It's so fun. It's so funny.
True.
It's so funny because like in England, the sun, like, it never comes out, but every British man still looks sunburnt 100% of the time.
Well, you can get sunburnt through the clouds.
Oh, you're teaching me 4th grade health right now? You know, you can get
Always
sunburnt
wear
through the clouds.
I wear sunscreen every day. Man.
Every day, just in case. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Especially on my face, for sure. Every fucking day. I don't want no cancer as I smoke a cigarette.
Well, I can't stop the cigarettes. I mean, you can't stop the sun. So you
Yeah.
choose between the two.
Let's stop the cigs.
Give up on both at the same time. That's not healthy.
Curse you, son.
So what are you guys up to?
Yeah. So it's you know it's
What brings you
This
here?
always happens. Every time we do this, we do 30 minutes of just jibber jabber.
Yeah. And
Well,
they're like,
you know,
where are you on Twitter? All right, that's the show. Yeah.
And we ran out of time.
So what are you guys up to? Oh, well, you know, I'm on a bit of a sun break. It's going well for me.
Oh, shit. Me too. I work at night now. It's awesome.
So this is your breakfast beer.
No, I mean, I woke up, but I was in my house. I had to finish the staircase before I came over.
Sure.
Oh, how is the
Your
staircase?
staircase,
Did you
yeah.
fall down and over again?
No, but somebody did. R.I.P. Kathleen.
Oh, the staircase. They finally made a documentary about my morning. Where I fall down the stairs every morning.
Oh, no. This is so
Vocal warm-ups.
disrespectful to
Yeah.
this woman that died. I've been all right. How about you guys?
All right, so it's almost July, which, of course, when you think of summer,
Well,
it's
Christmas, yeah.
I think of Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think about y'all's show. And originally, I wanted to have both of you on to talk about the show, and Adam basically told me everything about it, so we don't have to bring it back up. Unless you're still excited about the podcast, which is called
Avery and Adam's Christmas Committee.
I was going to say we're over it.
Oh,
Oh, no, we're not over it. The podcast.
thank you.
Wow.
No, we're not over it. It's pretty tight.
I know, yeah.
So, can I ask a really stupid question? Why is it Avery and Adam instead of Adam and Avery?
I don't know.
It just happened
Yeah,
that way.
it just happened that way.
Ladies first.
Sure.
Feminism.
Ladies first.
We go back and forth on Avery and Adam being in front, and then for this most recent Christmas show we did, we had to create a Facebook page to
Yeah.
promote an event, which
Yeah.
is a thing we learned.
Yeah.
And so the Facebook page, we named it Avery and Adam's Christmas Committee, and
Yeah.
so we kind of just stuck with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty arbitrary.
Yeah.
You guys
We
didn't
didn't-
fight about it though. That's
No.
good.
No, we didn't go alphabet. We did discuss it, and
Yeah.
then we were just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how it ended up. I think we probably say it wrong during every podcast.
I think
I'm
we
sure
say
we
it right.
Do we say
I
it
think
right?
I think
Well,
I've kind of been paying attention. Like now, I'm all of a sudden
Oh.
like
I pay attention.
yeah.
but
Now
also
I'm trying. Now all of a sudden
I
I'm trying to
don't.
preserve the canon. So I'm like, it's Avery and Adam, not Adam and Avery. Adam and Avery is a different product. We don't have intellectual property rights to yet.
it was Avery and Adam, not Adam and Eve. All right?
There it is.
Hey.
Steve's in there somewhere. I don't know.
Steve's the snake. He's our snake friend.
You have a snake friend?
Yeah,
No.
name's Steve. Yeah.
No.
No, that was a
Not
rip
yet?
that didn't go
Okay.
very far.
Damn it.
Okay.
No, I wish we had a snake.
Yeah. I felt like it was like 10% of that was like just hoping. I was hoping there was that
Yeah.
was real.
No, now
Snakes will fill stockings very nicely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what we should do this year when we give out prizes. Just stockings filled with fake snakes.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like real snakes.
I was hoping it was gonna be
yeah,
real
our
snakes.
show, our
Just a
show
little
budget.
harmless garden snake.
Yeah.
A bunch of them though, like 100
Yeah.
of them.
Our show
Just
budget.
squirreling.
Yeah, guys, our
Why
show
is it
budget
moving?
this year.
Don't fucking worry about it. It's free.
Don't worry about it. It's free. Merry Christmas.
Guys, our show budget this year was $18,000 because we had to buy all these exotic snakes.
Had to get them shipped over.
Had to find a handler in.
No, we just went to the snake place off Burnett
Or the,
by Sea Hunt.
yeah.
There's that bar Sea Hunt, so they let you. Well, I guess I should say this.
What?
Well, now you have to, I guess.
Yeah, you're too late. Yeah.
They'll let you like buy beer and like stay there after hours and just drink there.
A lot of places do
And
that.
it's next to a
Yeah,
like a
they
snake
do that,
store.
and they let you.
Yeah,
See, the thing is, they let you do that because they think you're cool and won't tell anybody on a podcast.
Also, most of and most of the people that go there just have a short trip back to the domain to their little shopping village where they live.
There was a bar called The Hideout in Omaha that used to do that, and I can say that because they switched ownership. But yeah, we would be there till like literally like 4 or 5 in the morning. They're like, okay. We don't want to go home. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And then I'm like thinking back, but I'm like thinking back. I'm like,
Yeah, I guess your job is done.
yeah, I guess you guys can go home now. But I'm thinking back, is like I was like 21, 22 at that time, but the bartenders were like 30, and I'm 30 now. I never want to stay up till 4.
Yeah.
What am I?
What's another thing that was really fucking cool at 21 that sucks now?
Every bar.
Yeah.
This bar's so fucking cool. It's themed after like a kitchen. It's so cool. It's got a black and white tile floor. I've never drank on a black and white tile floor before. This fucking bar's pretty fucking cool, guys.
You don't serve food, though.
Yeah, they don't serve food, which is weird, but I don't care.
Open kitchen design, literally nothing going on. Extra people, like just guys running back, just throwing food in the trash.
They bought a former bar and kitchen and displays like 17 cooks, and we're like, well, this just is a kitchen-themed bar now. We're not going to cook anything or
And the
hire
bartenders
anything.
have to wear a chef's
Yeah. They have to wear a chef coat
the
and a
hat and
hat.
everything. Yeah.
Oh God! Like a cheesecake
Like
factory.
you order a shot and
bar.
it comes in a pastry thing. They
Yeah.
squeeze it out into a glass for you.
Okay.
Jello shots that they just
It squeeze, yeah.
pipe into your mouth with that royal icing
piping
tip,
bag.
that star tip.
Yeah.
The bouncers
Open
all
up.
the bouncers are all dressed like old maids and have big rolling pins. They chase you out by hitting you with a rolling pin.
I know this just looks like a small piece of fondant, but it's got the equivalent of 3 shots of Everclear. You just have to chew on fondant.
Have you ever had alcoholic whipped cream? That's what they would use.
Oh, I've had that before.
It sucks.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It sucks because it's too alcoholic, or
It tastes like shit.
It just tastes like
It's
fire.
disgusting.
Like imagine, like you know, how
Jello shots.
you know, the whipped cream is good. Now imagine whipped cream tastes like Fireball.
Sure.
Ugh.
It's
No,
yeah,
no thanks.
yeah.
Right.
Probably. Yeah.
You get a flight.
Yeah, a
You got a
flight
flight
of whipped cream. This one's a brandy. This one's just shitty vodka. This one's T.W. Samuels.
Now we're getting closer and closer to a bar.
This one's peppermint schnapps.
Getting closer and closer to a bar that would actually exist in fucking Pawnee, Indiana.
Yeah. Like the Snake Hole Lounge.
exactly. And also, I know.
Yeah, this is a Tommy Haverford joint for sure. Oh man, we got fucking flights. Whipped cream. John Ralphio is just dead. From too much whipped cream.
His life was corpses just hanging over like a huge couch.
Weekend at Bernie style.
Or he's in the pizza oven.
Guys,
You know?
that's a whole episode. We got to hide John Ralphio's body. Oh, God. One of the funniest stories I've heard. I mean, it's not funny for a certain amount of people. But
It's only the first segment, folks. Hold on.
one of the funniest stories I heard. There's this ghost town in way South Texas called I can't remember.
New Braunfels.
No. Yeah, it's called San Marcos, Texas.
Lifeless teenagers
Yeah.
struggling as hard as they can to get a C average. Go
Yeah.
Bobcats!
Go Bobcats. Yeah.
The ghost town we tubed here, Texas.
Margaritas to go, Texas.
Terlingua? When we come back from the first break, I'll tell you the name of the town because I'll look it up. But
Is it Terlingua?
Terlingua, yes, actually. There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
outside of Marfa. Yeah.
Yeah, there's I mean, it's like
So
it's literally
not South Texas.
I mean, it's like 2 hours.
Adam.
No, it's like West South Texas.
horribly west.
It's also south. It's like right on the border.
North Mexico.
Yeah.
North Mexico. All right, fine. Whichever. I mean,
I like the idea of calling a distance horribly some direction. Horribly west.
yeah.
Well, you live in Texas. We have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally have that.
9 hours away.
Viciously El Paso.
In the viciously El Paso. Just a fucked up way to Hereford.
It's like horrendously Amarillo area. Okay, it's like 7-8 hours. All right. But this town, it recently kind of like got a second life as like kind of like a touristy bar town. So there's but there's not many bars. It's like 2 bars. So still there's only like 50 people who live there permanently. And after hours at this bar, one of them straight up bottled and killed another one and then just left his body like out back and went home. So like in this town of 50 people, they were like, we think Bob
49
killed
people.
We think Bob killed Mark. Like you just like this guy was just like like he knows 40 people and he's like I'm gonna kill Mark and then go home and nobody will figure it out. And then the next morning they were like, okay, we think Bob killed Mark.
No, man.
It was the perfect crime.
And they find him just in his house. He's like, oh yeah, didn't think you'd find out so quick.
Oh shit! You heard about that? All right. Well, take me to jail. Let's take a break and we'll come back with more show. Bye bye.
Wish I'd had that on the.
Yeah. Always record.
God.
Always record. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Segment 2.
Hey!
Yay. Contemplating the show.
Hey.
Still hanging out with Avery and Adam. In that order. We have some shots. You want to take some shots?
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Good to see you guys.
Hey, we can focus on one thing for
Nostrovia.
this long. This is it.
For
The only focus of this segment is just taking
it's
a
the
shot.
shot. I mean, as long as we accomplish one thing per segment, that's all I care about.
Of course, now this is the segment where we're going to talk about one thing solid for 15 minutes.
Right. So North Korea. No.
No, we did that 3 weeks ago. That was Adam's last visit here.
It's a hot topic, though. Space Force.
Ugh. I
Yeah.
don't even wanna.
Yeah, no, it's fucking, it's hacky.
And also, am I the only one that didn't hear him announce that like 6 months ago?
He did.
No,
yeah.
he turned it down 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Or a year ago. Like, it was their idea, and he didn't like it.
Wait, the Wall or Space Force?
The Space Force.
No, Space Force was his idea.
It
that's
was
like
his
his baby.
idea, and I thought
last year was someone else's idea, but he called it Space Force now.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. So someone else is
I just
like,
remembered a few, like last
yeah,
year,
I
that
thought
he
he was-
announced
yeah.
Space Force, and then
Yeah.
last week when he had that press conference, everyone was like, "Fucking Space Force," and I was like,
it's
"Didn't
the
he already
same-
talk about this
I mean-
crazy shit?"
I'm pretty sure Avery is correct in this
Like,
one.
am I having like, is this like deja vu or something?
All over again.
I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of is deja vu because it's the same stupid idea that's been bouncing around since fucking Reagan.
Yeah,
since Star
Star
Wars.
Star
Wars.
Wars. Like this, like
so innocent.
like I definitely,
That stupid actor.
like I definitely
I just love
remember
jelly
them,
beans,
He
man.
loved jelly beans and acting.
like
man.
I definitely remember them bringing up
Dementia.
Star Wars when I was a child, and I was not alive for Reagan, so that means it like came back at least one more time.
Yeah.
And then it's definitely like it's been a thing that they were just, like when presidents are like really bored,
Yeah.
they'll go, well, we could always like look into that.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
also, like, they've completely defunded NASA.
Right.
So, like, what the fuck are you talking about,
Obama
man?
was the only one who was
You
like
defunded NASA.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it
what?
wouldn't be.
Obama was the only
Like,
one
I
to
know
like
that's a defense strategy, and they're actually talking about building a sixth branch of the government or
Yeah.
whatever.
Which already exists.
But like,
Which he can't do. Only
what
Congress can.
We haven't even made contact. Who the fuck are we defending against, man?
North Korea.
China.
And we're not gonna make contact until we have a space force. I bet that's gonna happen. If
Yeah.
we have a space force, aliens are gonna be like, whoa, we're gonna find. Hey, NASA, hey, we've just been ignoring all of your efforts for the past 70 years. But no, now we want to make contact and tell you to cut it the fuck out.
this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Space ice.
Also, we talk like Avery when she does an accent. whoa.
Yeah.
We're aliens, hey.
The thing that
We're
got
on the planet New Jersey. You got a
Smelly
problem?
garbage planet.
You got a problem with how we're doing things up here
That's
in
a
space?
horrible New Jersey accent.
Look, I'm not from New Jersey.
that was the worst
I'm
one.
not from there originally. Oh.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
I learned this accent from Midwest Clay.
I'm more of a Trenton transplant. Oh,
Stick to
I
Irish.
haven't been.
Just fall down some stairs already. Jesus.
Oh, sick burn.
I was tough growing up on the Jersey Shore.
Now they want to trivialize it with their TV shows. We worked hard on the shore.
On the shore.
My father made taffy. Everyone asked him, is there salt water in there? I said, no, it's a myth.
I sell T-shirts on the Jersey Shore. My father sold T-shirts, and his father before him, and his father before him,
It's
and his
deteriorating.
It's getting closer to Swedish, I think.
and his father before him. I don't know.
He sold a t-shirt.
He sold a T-shirt.
Oh, no.
What accent is?
These are horrible.
You guys were nailing it before, too.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks, Jameson.
Well,
yeah.
That means it's
Irish
working.
whiskey. Thank you, Irish whiskey, for ruining our Irish accents.
It's kind of a karma check.
Yeah.
owned.
Stop being insensitive.
It is super racist.
Yeah.
It is.
As
We
we all
Irish people were
laugh.
the first slaves.
Actually, that's a funny joke from Blazing Saddles, where they're recruiting anybody,
But not the Irish.
True, Irish people were hated. Thank you.
Okay,
So-
fine, the
It's
Irish.
so funny. It is so funny now. It is so funny. I'm not saying that ironically. It's so funny to make fun of. Like, Irish people today are the luckiest people alive. Like, they should not be.
Except for Bono.
Yeah.
Dude, U2's playing the Apollo.
Finally.
What?
He's playing the Apollo in Harlem. U2 at the Apollo.
Is that the ultimate of cultural appropriation?
Because of our supposed conservative Lyft driver, I did not go, what the fuck, when I heard it. But in my head, I was like, ooh, right in a bit.
Yeah, Bono goes on stage in the Apollo. He's like, the Irish were the first slave.
Yeah. The Edge be shopping. Oh, shit.
I hope they have the extra long cane to hook them
I
off
hope
the
they get fucking booed off the stage.
Yeah.
Get the clown
Oh,
to
my
sweep them
man,
off.
my man's shirt is too tight.
I don't know why you try to let people see you as a martyr. You've done nothing of worth but throw your money at empty causes.
Oh, my man, no.
You might as well call you Bob Geldof.
Hey, I don't like Mondays. That's fine.
Right over my head. I'm lost. You guys have fun.
No, it's that was a sick Bob Geldof callback right there. Avery gets it.
No, I
I
mean,
get it.
I believe you. I don't think you're a liar.
Man, I thought Bob Geldof was super hot when I was little. And now I'm like, oh, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
But Bob Geldof in The Wall when he shaves his eyebrows, I was like, whoa, why am I attracted to this guy? Must be my industrial.
Wait.
Wow, Bob, I wonder if they do know if it's Christmas.
Well, I know two people who do know when Christmas happens. That's Avery and Adam.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
it's
In that
today and every day.
We started referring to 12/25.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was...
9/11.
Yeah, we were like, what if 9/11 happened on Christmas? So, like, it would be 12/25.
12/25. Oh, my God.
It makes more
So
sense if you
fucked
go
up.
back and listen to episode 4, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, you should listen to all the episodes.
Yeah,
and,
please do and review them.
And review and subscribe. I mean,
But
just to figure out what
12/25 was one of the
we're not trying to
funniest things I've
promote the
ever heard in my
show.
life.
We're not trying to promote the show. I'm just saying to get that joke, you should download all of our episodes and subscribe and rate and review
I mean,
us
I
on
kind of
iTunes.
explained it.
Oh, okay.
You got to be there, though.
Yeah, you had to be there.
I really had to be here, and I wasn't here.
Definitely lead up to this. 12:25.
Never forget.
Man. You guys seen any dumbass movies
What if you
lately?
forgot Christmas one
Yeah,
year?
I watched the Emoji Movie today.
The Emoji Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Show Dogs.
I wanted to ask you about Show Dogs.
I saw it in theaters with
Yeah.
my friend Travis. We were by ourselves.
Yeah.
And that was one of those films that like these mommy blogs and stuff. They had brought
Losing
up
their fucking mind over it.
losing their minds over this film because there's a dog that
Give a
has to
summary
get
of the
his-
movie. What's the
Okay,
what's the
so
Is that the Cuba Gooding Jr. one? Or
no, that's Snow Dogs.
Snow Dog. Okay.
That's a classic.
Okay.
Snow Dog
Show
now
Dog
5.
stars
Don't
Will
knock
Arnett.
Snow Dogs.
Will Arnett is the star of this film.
Oh, is he really?
Yes, the Lego Batman is the star of this film, and they do a couple nods to it in the film. He does his
Lego
voice.
Batman.
Yeah,
And
and then looks
Ludacris
at
plays the
camera.
dog, yeah?
Ludacris plays
Oh, good
this
God.
Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Wait, is that legal? I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
Why didn't they get DMX?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
that made more
they
sense.
get Ludacris to play this Rottweiler, right?
DMX wasted his whole career because he was like, look how good I can bark. And then they get a different rapper from the early 2000s to play the dog.
So
Bad agent.
These awful men kidnap a panda from China.
Of course.
And,
That's not a dog.
So the FBI has to. The FBI takes this like New York crime dog that's on the force, right? And there's like a whole different like NYPD that's dogs, but they coexist. They're like the cops' pets,
And they talk.
and they talk, but
It's not
they
like
but the
Luke-
humans.
I've seen Jim Belushi movies.
But
Where
the
you're coming
humans
from.
can't understand them. They're just like they conduct their own investigations alongside the FBI.
What?
This sounds absolutely horrible.
It's like
Yeah.
Rugrats.
Like there's like
It's like dog rats.
Like Ludacris's character, this Rottweiler dog.
Max.
He refers to this like hound dog, like basset hound, as chief, but he's just this old ass dog that lives in the chief's office. He doesn't do shit. You know, but then
Let me guess. Voiced by Harlan Williams.
Oh, I wish. But they go
Wait, is
on
it Philippe? Was his name? Or is it Karma?
no.
I'm gonna look at the whole cast because Stanley Tucci's in it, Shaquille O'Neal's in it, and Trisha Leone, Will Arnett,
Oh yeah, Shaquille O'Neal
Oh.
plays this like
Alan Cumming,
Oh, my
Gabriel
dog.
Iglesias,
yeah.
RuPaul.
Yeah.
Wait, does Gabriel Iglesias play like?
Sprinkles. He plays
He
Sprinkles.
plays a little
Is that
like
Chihuahua? Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Or no,
'cause
it's
he's
a pug. It's a pug.
Okay.
Oh, because that's fluffy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh man.
And less racist, I guess.
Shaq's character is this like one of those
I'm
dogs
a
that has
dog.
like long white dreadlocks, you know, but he's like super peaceful and he meditates and stuff. It's
No,
pretty
I don't
cool.
know any of those dogs with long white dreadlocks.
Yeah.
It's called a Commodore, I
Like the
believe.
one-
Yeah, they have like
The one from
long
the
the
Beck album.
album. Yeah.
Yeah. from
Nope,
Odelay.
I don't know
Yeah.
this kind of dog, I guess.
We'll show you a pic.
All right.
But then they infiltrate this dog show because they think that the people that are like
Oh, good
stealing
God.
and trading these animals are at this dog show in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So they enter the Rottweiler into the dog show, and Natasha Lyonne plays a like
Cocker Spaniel?
no, she plays a dog stylist
Oh, okay.
and dog like a keeper, like a what do
Handler.
you call it? A handler, yes. And then they train the dog, and they like solve the case, but they have to like check out the dog's balls
There's a
and
twist,
stuff
yeah.
while
That's-
they're
That's
like
the
grooming
twist, yeah.
him. And the whole like issue that moms are having and like other people are having is that it like grooms children to think that it's okay to have your genitals handled because they ask him to go to a happy place, and so he has this like dream sequence where he's dancing with Will Arnett, which I have filmed on my phone. I filmed it at the Alamo Draft House because no one else was in there.
I can definitely see the disturbing factor in this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was,
Yeah.
but watching the whole movie, it's just a dog getting his balls touched in the vet office,
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
normally do.
It's a weird dumb kids
And I
movie.
totally understand like the sentiment, but it's so fucking dumb
Wow.
that like I don't see how any child could gather that like it's okay to let someone touch your private parts because it's a dog on a table getting his balls inspected
Yeah.
at a dog show like they do.
Yeah.
you know?
If you watch the
But-
Westminster Dog Show every February on
Yeah,
USA,
my cousin sent me a message that was
you
like,
see
hey,
hundreds of dog fondlings happen a year.
Sure.
Yeah, my cousin sent me a message that was like, hey, I read this in one of the blogs that I follow because she's a mom. She was like, I heard it was really problematic. And I was
Oh.
like, yeah, it was really fucking stupid.
So-
That was a problem.
So did you go to see this movie because of that blog?
No,
To-
I have an affinity for talking dog films.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I think we talked about this
I mean,
before.
kids
The
know-
Buddies movies.
Yeah.
Space Buddies,
Air Buddy,
Air
Bud, yeah.
Space Buddies, Spooky
Space Force, yeah,
Buddies.
Air Bud joined Space Force.
Santa Paws 2.
What's your favorite? Of
Secret
all
My
Life
favorite
of
is
Pets?
Spooky Buddies.
Not of the buddies, but is that your favorite talking dog movie of all time?
Spooky Buddies and Pup Star.
Okay.
Man,
Pup Star is like AOL.
I don't
It's
even
like
know these,
AOL.
thank
It's like
God.
These are deep cuts.
It's like American Idol, but with puppies,
Okay.
and
God.
it's really good.
What have we done?
And it's a little Yorkie.
Do you prefer that when they're not animated?
I like CGI dog films.
Okay.
Yeah, where they talk.
She has a niche.
Yeah.
I watch them all. I get
them.
super, super high, and I watch all of them.
Oh, okay.
That's actually.
Oh, you left out the first part. Now it
Yeah,
makes
I
more
get
sense.
really, really high, and then I watch those.
Now I'm not
and
worried about you
sometimes
anymore.
I make my friends watch them. Actually, today I had a memory on Facebook of when I made Pat, Dean, and Christina Parrish watch. I think I made them watch Super Pup or Super Buddies, which is when they get superpowers, and I had to explain.
My favorite sport.
Yeah. And I had to explain.
5
I had
magical
to
rings.
explain to Christina and Pat each of the buddies and their personalities. And like I'm sitting there really high, laying on my couch, and Pat is secretly filming me like describe all the characters.
Oh, that's great.
And then he posted it without
my
my permission, and like everyone got to see my real personality and what I do at my apartment. And it was-
Lollipop, Rosebud,
I cannot believe
Yeah.
Mudbud, Sniffer,
he stole,
Buddha.
Strawberry.
he stole your intellectual property.
Yeah, Mudbud likes to play around the mud. Buddha's like the little like Zen dog.
Mhm.
He wears like little prayer beads and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, obviously it's super good because
Yeah, there's a whole lore. There's a whole family tree.
Curly,
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Bull, Cow.
Yeah, yeah. Spooky Buddies is
Why doesn't
really
the cow have a
good.
last name? We were talking about this earlier. Cow should have a
Cow
last name.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cow Johnson.
I think Spooky Buddies has Harlan Williams in it, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Okay, let's look it up.
Harlan Williams would be a good cow name.
Harlan Williams is also in a Juggalo movie.
Was he
He's
really?
in he's in big.
Which one?
He's in
Big Hustle
Big
Rustling?
City Hustlers.
Yeah, whatever the...
Yeah, because there's Big City Rustlers,
Not,
which
not,
is
not,
a
not
prequel.
the Western, yeah.
Yeah, the Western is a prequel to Big City Hustlers,
Okay. I've only
which
seen-
is a cop
Wow.
film.
I've only seen the Western, yeah.
Yeah, I watch dumb fucking movies.
Have you seen? Have you
It's
seen
my
their?
obsession.
Have you seen their Fast and Furious? They have a racing
Yeah.
movie. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all good. I had the Big Money
Wait,
Rustlers
you said
poster.
You say good or you like them?
No, she said all good. And,
All good.
And then she was responding to me
I
saying,
like
"I've
them.
seen it."
Okay.
I've seen Rustlers like 3 times.
That's
We
3
used to
times
have
too many.
We used to have the poster in our house.
When did
and then my
Hustle-
drunk friend Allie broke it.
If we sent you to the Gathering of the
I like that you
Juggalos,
said it like she's.
I've always wanted to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos and just present myself as myself, but I know so much about their culture that I think that they'd be down with
Sure.
it.
Oh, that's segment
Like
3.
I
Right.
wouldn't like disrespect them. I'd like get to talk to them about the Rainbow
Oh, no, no.
Bridge and like their
like,
culture.
like
and
This is
everything.
happening.
Like we sent you like a person with a camera and like recording equipment. Would you?
Yes, I would go to the Gathering.
Oh, this is happening.
Yes, I would go to the
It's-
Gathering.
it's
And
gonna
I
happen.
know, like, I wouldn't disrespect their culture. I would like,
You were so
I
patient.
I respect the indigenous peoples
I-
of the
I appreciate
of the family.
of the family. Yes, family.
I respect. I
Their
respect.
customs, their food,
I res-
Faygo and Doritos.
I
like,
respect your. I respect your ancient lands.
well, they have a whole lore. There's like the Rainbow Bridge. You cross the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, so you can go to Juggalo Heaven or whatever. I don't know.
That's where the hatchet is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, the Hatchet
Man.
It's kind of like Thor, yeah.
Yeah, he holds the
Yeah,
key to the.
I have the Venture Brothers
Frost
tattooed on my
Rider.
arm, and people always think it's a Hatchet Man, and then
no.
I have to explain
No.
to them that it's something much worse.
No. I've seen a Hatchet Man tattoo. I have a juggalo. We have a juggalo friend.
Yes, we do. We
Yeah,
have a Juggalo friend.
I have many. And they like they'll is that a Hatchet Man? I'm like, oh, it's a Venture Brothers, and they're like, oh, you fucking dork. And I'm like, well,
So they're relieved.
yeah, I guess. But like, I love all the Juggalo. Like,
That makes sense to me in a weird
Psychopathic
weird way.
Records, like Twisted and Monoxide, and like all those people. They're good.
Do you watch the full commercials for the gathering? When
They're
the
so
gathering commercials?
bad.
I do when they come out on
Yeah.
YouTube,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I follow Psychopathic Records on Twitter,
Yeah.
so I can get all the updates.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pay for you to get to the helicopter ride.
Yeah, let's go to the gathering, guys.
No.
We're spreading viruses, yo.
We're gonna give you some stuff and send you there because I don't want to be anywhere near it.
I'll
really.
go.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch when they do those the
worst
fluorescent light wrestling matches where they like break fluorescent lights over each other and like fiberglass and shit just everywhere. Like, oh, it's so small. The particles are so small they're gonna cut into you and you're never gonna know they're there.
I know, you're just gonna feel fibers like when you rub up on a cactus.
Yeah, exactly. But they just do it for fun.
Sure.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated and terrified by that.
Yeah,
culture.
I'll go though. If you want to send me, I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go too. Hell
Reporting from the front lines.
Let's take another break. We'll come back with more show. Bye.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
That sounds like my 30th birthday party.
Welcome back to the show.
Hey!
Segment 3, Contemplating, the show with Travis and Dylan and Avery and Adam.
Oh, is that my shot over there?
It is, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Let's switch these.
thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
Dylan
do
does
it.
the lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That works too.
Wait, which one
A
has the
lemon coldie.
Which one has the roofies in it? Because I'm ready to get frisky.
All of
All
them.
of them.
Yay!
I call it a battle royale.
Yesterday I had to go into work and I didn't have
Forget me nows.
Forget me. I didn't have the time to make coffee, so I took a quarter of an Adderall, and it was the worst decision of my life. I went into bar back and I was just like, I gotta get all the glasses. I kept going outside and like picking, like they're like, Avery, we're just out here, and I like pick up 1 pint glass, and I was like, but this wasn't. And then went and did my show at 10 and went home at 10:50 and just watched the rest of the staircase and had to like smoke myself to sleep.
Oh, shit.
This was just like,
This reminds me
I
of
should have had coffee.
The American dream.
This reminds me of the very brief time that we worked together at the same place.
Where'd you work together?
At
Opal
Opal
Divines.
Divines.
Oh, yeah.
Until
I was
then.
a line cook and he was a server.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I took an Adderall before work one time, and halfway through the day, I walk up to Avery and I go, I'm so good at my job when I'm on Adderall.
I'm the greatest waiter in the world.
And the only difference was I would like wanted to talk to
I'm the
people
Kim Jong-il
instead of not
waiters.
My friend Dennis Rodman will come here and he will show you.
Adam is so fantastic. Man, that made me fucking depressed though, dude. Watching Dennis Rodman cry. Because he was a spur, man.
Sure.
San Antonio.
Anyways,
That's a San Antonio thing. Yeah.
Wait, was he a Spur at the beginning of his career or the end?
The middle.
Most of the best
middle?
part of his career.
The best, yeah. Like when he was wilding out. He was a Spur for 2 seasons?
Was this before or after the Bulls, though?
Before, I think.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
before he became...
Because he was also
Yeah.
okay. So he was
Well, Popovich wasn't having it.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
not
Okay.
going to fucking deal with a personality like that.
Said worm, no,
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
Sorry.
So
Right,
Pop
right.
was the coach back then. Even
Yes.
I don't know that much about it.
That,
San Antonio,
that was before
yeah.
Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman was a punchline in a Men in
Yeah.
Black movie.
Was
yeah.
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he went
Before
like
he- before he-
Pistons, Spurs, the Bulls. Then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before the Danny Cook movie he made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
what
played with Robinson
yeah,
and
what
Sean
was
Elliott
Double
and all those
Dragon or
guys.
Double Trouble or whatever the
Double
movie?
Dragon.
I know it was something like that.
My name's Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
I'll breathe
it was,
fire.
yeah.
He did.
This is Jack.
That's how he got all those rebounds.
No, I saw him play with the Admiral back in the
Yeah.
day. Yeah, that was a great.
Yeah.
That was a great team.
It was a great team.
Sports.
It's so
Yeah.
funny that
we don't do that here.
Very,
Yeah.
I know we don't talk about sports, but I got a lot to say about the draft. But that's okay. We won't talk about it.
No, talk about
Excited for you, Lonnie. Can't wait for you to join the team. I love your hair. I love your conspiracy theories about how the world is a simulation.
it.
Our new
What?
Spur thinks the world is a simulation.
Oh no!
I'm really excited.
I mean, that is true.
He's the Steel. He's from Miami. He's
I
like,
love the idea that that's what
he's-
getting coached by Greg Popovich turns you into. Is like
Conspiracy
the world
theory.
is a simulation. I just have to accept my role in this simulation.
He's probably spoken of Greg Popovich once.
That's how hard it stuck.
No, that's like this is him coming into the Spurs administration. Well, personally, I think the world is a simulation.
Perfect, you're on board.
Yeah, and he has these
Perfect, you're in.
beautiful, tall, like twist up dreads. And they're so high that he couldn't put his hat on, but he rested it on top of his hat anyways.
Yeah. Okay, I saw that post.
He's amazing.
Just like the show dog.
That
Yeah.
kicks.
Yeah, show dogs. But he's supposedly the steal of the draft. Like everyone's talking about how because that's what we fucking do. He was picked. He was 28th, right?
Are you talking about sports or San Antonio specifically?
That's what San Antonio does. We are the masters of the draft. We're the masters of the late draft pick.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You in
All
the front.
So if he knows or he thinks that the world's a simulation, was he excited about being drafted, or he just knew that was going to
he's
happen?
excited. He's present.
Why get excited about it? It's like the old joke. It's like, why do Christians look
Because
both
you have
ways
to-
before they cross the street?
Well,
Because you've gotta-
if you know the world's a simulation, that doesn't mean you know what's going to happen.
Well, sure.
And
but
it doesn't also mean that you can't enjoy it while you're here
Right.
in the
I
computer.
guess.
In the computer.
In the computer.
The contutor.
Yeah,
Yes.
the computer gave me this gift to play basketball.
Even if you
Oh, I have a question.
when you put on fat motherfucker Lucky Palmer's Oculus VR, you know it's VR, but you still have a fun time.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
if you know the world's a simulation, you can still
Jill's
have a
got a
fun
question.
time.
Okay.
So I have a question on this topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you believe the world is a simulation and you are a basketball player, is somebody controlling you from their Game Boy back home?
I don't know. I don't know if that's what people that believe that the world is a simulation believe, that there's an actual
Well, then it's not a
there's
simulation.
a person that is actually controlling it.
Like you're
I think it's like
it's
it's like a
AI.
conscious computer.
I'm just an Xbox character playing NBA Double
I don't
Jam.
think,
and
I
we're
don't think a
brains
lot
in
of people
jars,
think there's
basically.
someone
There's a-
behind the stick. I think they think maybe it's like it's
So
a
there-
self-move.
so they got it. So they have it wrong.
Like
Well,
the,
that's
like the
the
Matrix.
idea of a
Yeah.
the idea of a simulation is you set certain parameters and you let it go.
Yeah,
and
there's
you
an
see what
algorithm.
happens.
Okay.
You don't choose what happens to certain things. You just set parameters and you let it happen.
Okay. No,
So
okay.
that makes this no less enjoyable than if it were real. So we accept. Obviously,
So we all
everybody
agree
here-
basketball is terrible.
we all yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
Honestly,
It's the only thing that truly makes me happy.
More than animated dog movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, no. I one question for you. Follow up.
that's how I sedate
Do you
myself.
believe that, Avery?
dog movies?
Because San Antonio has a basketball team? If they didn't, would you like basketball?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. I don't think
it's
I believe
fun.
you.
I love sports.
I don't think I believe you. I don't know.
I love. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be as passionate. It wouldn't be like in my fucking DNA like
You
it
would-
is.
can-
But I
you-
definitely love basketball and think it's interesting.
Okay, so-
and I watch the-
Basketball or Christmas?
fuck you, dude.
Hard hidden.
Christmas.
Christmas or San Antonio?
Man, I don't like this anymore.
Very last time that Avery's ever going to be on our show.
Out of the year, like
San
next.
Antonio during Christmas.
Okay, that's fine.
Cheater.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cheater,
Cheater,
pumpkin
cheater,
eater.
cheater, yeah.
But have you been to the Riverwalk when they light it up?
No, I haven't. I want to
It's
go.
gorgeous.
Ooh, I want to go.
Have you been to the Incarnate Word, where the headwaters of the San Antonio River spring up from a little bubbling brook
Avery,
in the back of the campus where the nuns used to live?
Avery, you have to show me the Riverwalk during Christmas.
You're going.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
We're going there, and we're going to the Trail of Lights in Incarnate Word.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
gorgeous.
been. I've never
It'll
been.
bring you to tears, my man.
I've never been to the Trail of Lights in Austin.
Yeah,
That's bullshit.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
compared to San
It
Antonio,
kind of
it's
looks like
nothing.
bullshit.
Yeah.
They still the same like Peanuts ripoff statues
Yeah.
from like 1993 or something.
Sure.
Yeah, and they don't even dance anymore.
Yeah.
They're just
Bring,
like,
bring, bring, bring.
The connect
Just sparks
pieces that
and
they
screams.
assembled together in 1992 have rusted over. It's, the contraption they put together to get the ball over the fence in the Sandlot movie has since rusted and been immobilized itself. So we can't have a mobile Christmas at Zilker Park.
So basically, it's the Rube Goldberg of Christmas. Yes. Too Jewish. Yeah.
Adam, did you appreciate the picture that I found of the pumpkin Christmas tree from your episode 3 weeks ago?
Which was ridiculously fast. How you found that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it's way more than 40 or 50.
I don't know if I saw it. I don't know if I saw it. Even.
Yeah.
You shared the post on Facebook.
I know, but I don't look at
I read it.
I'm not a detail-oriented person.
It's a giant orange triangle.
So you have where can I find it?
Oh, I'll pull it up for you.
Okay.
But the context was we were questioning how many pumpkins need to stack and to make a proper Christmas tree.
If you guys want to do a Christmas show
I
during
remember
October,
this discussion.
Yeah, the
and I think
spectacular.
We ended with it would be a lot more than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Then Travis actually did a research, and it was the cover art. It really is like a 40-foot tall fucking monstrosity.
it's a monstrosity, and this is assuming that it's hollow in the inside and not just like a bunch of fucking Christmas trees or whatever, or a bunch of pumpkins.
But it has plywood for every stage, so it's probably.
I mean, it has to. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there are pumpkins all the
no
way
star,
through,
though. There's no
is
star.
the only thing.
There can't be. Absolutely cannot be.
See,
They didn't try hard enough.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, hey, that is a Christmas tree made out of metal that you put pumpkins on.
Sure. This
Pumpkins are the decoration.
Pumpkins are the decoration on this
Right.
The
metal
ornaments.
Christmas tree.
Right.
Actually, on the top, I structurally have questions as well because at every level there are layers of plywood in that picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly,
it's plywood, not metal.
they
Sorry.
did not
My
organically
mistake.
stack
Plywood
pure
Christmas.
pumpkins.
No, sure. No.
So
yeah.
I call fake news.
Yeah, because the structural integrity of the actual pumpkins is the thing that was really called the question.
And also, you have to get like pumpkins of like
Significant girth. Yeah.
Yeah, of the same width and and height and like so that
I
it's
will say
structurally
one
sound,
thing,
so that you're
I-
not gonna kill a bunch of little kids with a bunch of pumpkins.
I will say one thing. I think
What a great tradition we
Somebody
can
tries
make.
to it's like
Pull
the
it out,
A&M bonfire
It's the
of pumpkins.
The running of the pumpkins.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
The gathering of the pumpkins.
That's the name of the show.
Everybody run!
I'm going to say two things.
Okay.
Two separate factors.
Episode
One,
14.
I think that pumpkins have the structural integrity to hold other pumpkins up. I think if you
Gotta trim the stems.
you probably trim the stems, that is true.
Gross.
But I
Too Jewish.
Trim the stems.
trim the stems. That's what they. That's
Wait
what
till
they
the
call
pumpkin's
it.
old enough and ask it if it wants its
Yeah.
stem trimmed. That's all
That's
I'm
what
saying.
that's what a bris is. It's
Trim the stem. Gross.
but I think you can make a decent sized tree out of just pumpkins. I think the pumpkins will hold each other up.
I agree.
But this is Austin, Texas. It gets very hot and it stays hot late. So if you want a structurally intact pumpkin, you're going to have to go as close to Halloween as possible. Otherwise, it's going to, within about a day or so, just fold in on
Melt,
itself.
yeah.
Sure.
Man,
Sure.
I had a couple pumpkins. So we decorated our apartment for Halloween, right? Because
Sure.
I love all holidays. I love Halloween as well.
You love you decorate for Father's Day. I've seen it.
No, I called my dad, but I was like, "Hey,
What's
Yeah.
your
what's up?
least favorite holiday? Like
4th of July."
4th of July? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is when this
Fucking boring.
episode will air.
It's just hot. It's just hot, and you have to eat hot dogs. Like, who wants to eat a hot dog in the heat?
I mean, I want to eat a hot dog anytime.
Also,
wanna
it's
eat
also
hot. Yeah.
I've motioned for 4th of July to be abolished. It's now just Pat Dean's birthday.
That's fine with me.
Pat Dean's birthday is
I'm
July
100%
4th,
fine
so
with that.
4th of July is canceled. It's just Pat Dean's
Fat
birthday.
Dean Day.
Pat
It's
Dean
Pat
Day.
Dean Day.
But it's required to eat a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, it's like we start off with
Insulin
like
shock.
a brass band, like and then a fart.
Okay.
Pat Dean Day.
That's at 12:01, right?
Yeah. But we decorated for Halloween, and then they announced a Halloween decoration contest at our apartment. So we were like, hey, what the fuck? Like, now people have a chance to like decorate more. I'm like, I've got to go to work. I've already put the effort in and decorated my apartment.
Right?
You bastards.
And we got 3rd place. We only got $25 off our rent.
Wow.
Like, fuck that, right?
What was first place?
But first place was like $100 off your rent.
Goddamn.
Yeah, but we
So you should have
our,
asked, like,
our
wait,
pumpkins
hang on,
lasted
hang on.
for months. That was the point. Our pumpkins lasted for months.
How long they're going to stay soylent?
See, you know what you should have done then? You should have asked your apartment manager or landlord or whoever, hey, so you can afford to take money off of our rents?
Yeah.
For sport?
You can?
For these,
you can afford
these green and
interesting.
Green
Steal the
and,
means of production.
Interesting.
Let's
follow that.
spider webs you can take $100.
You can. Whoa, interesting. Why can't you afford to take more money off of our rent rate?
Dracula door knocker.
It's the most dangerous game.
And I tried to keep I had a Dracula door knocker, and I tried to keep it up for a while, and then like Adam came over to the house and took a picture without me knowing, and was like, "Oh, just coming over to my friend Avery's house to knock on the door with her Dracula door knocker." Not during Halloween. my boyfriend made me take it off, but now I lean it up against something and use it as decoration.
Like McConaughey.
You know what?
Always leaning.
Always leaning.
What I would love to see, speaking of leaning and pumpkins and these and traditions, is I love the idea of like, all right, if we can figure out a way to get a bunch of pumpkins to make a Christmas tree.
Oh, we have to do this.
Of course.
Yeah.
But then somehow get like a webcam and like a timer and get people to bet on when the thing collapses because pumpkins collapse eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
true.
Yeah.
I think it would take like 6 months.
It takes 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
For that entire
Cards
tower
Against
to come
Pumpkins.
down.
Well, it
Sure,
depends.
yeah.
It also, you got to draw
the same thing,
you
yeah.
gotta define a line of collapse too. Is the other thing. You got to say if it sinks
More than 30% has to fall.
For it to fall.
Yeah.
Right. You got to.
Sinkage is not falling.
I think
agree.
you're gonna have to
Yeah.
draw a line somewhere on the pyramid and say if it sinks below this line, that's what counts.
Okay.
Wait, sinkage versus actually tipping over.
Yeah.
Well, if it tips over, it's still gonna dip below that line.
But if it sinks to like a Charlie Brown size tree, it's still
Yeah.
a tree. So it
Yeah.
has to
a
tip.
big old fat
I think it has to
rotten
tip.
pumpkin tree.
Yeah.
I mean, but if
it smells great.
But if it
Just a
sinks
smelly pumpkin
but if
tree.
it sinks within its own width, it's within its own diameter. It's not gonna look like a tree
The
anymore.
holidays.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, it's not gonna be tree. Yeah, immediately
It's
afterwards.
gonna be
yeah.
pretty apparent when it is and is not a tree.
Oh
I
no,
think.
these
as a tree,
It's a nonsense conversation.
as an arborist.
Oh man, that's scary
Yeah.
that Avery called that out.
Wow.
This is nonsense.
Folks, the first ever nonsense conversation on the former Drunkcast Live.
Let's go back and
You
talk about
first
animated
ever.
dog movies.
Yeah. Hey, sorry. Pupstar has a
Let's
plot.
Let's go back to a conversation that makes sense. Let's talk about
Pupstar-
Exactly.
the Air Bud mini sequel.
Wait, no, they're called Air Buddies.
The Air Buddies mini sequel.
No, they're called the Buddies.
Avery,
Sorry, the Buddies.
what'd you think of the Look Who's Talking series of movies?
Oh, they're all right.
They're
I
all
watched
right.
them a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't think they're. I don't like talking babies as much as I like talking dogs.
Right.
Why isn't there a cat version called Look Who's Talking Meow?
There's cat movies too, but I'm just not into
Yeah.
those.
Yeah,
A
but
talking cat, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, is the funniest zero budget movie I've ever seen in my life. Look, it takes
only one more segment to go, folks.
The cats are always the bad guys in the dog movies. That's the best.
That's
Of
true.
course,
That's
yeah.
true.
You've seen Erie,
They like go
Indiana,
through
yeah?
the alley. In the second pup star.
Looking for a fight. Howling the Moon, the Hot
Yeah.
Summer Night. Yeah.
Yeah, cat on a hot tin roof. And in Pupstar 2, they go through. They meet the puppy, like the Yorkie, that's like the star. They meet her twin sister that was separated at birth, and she's a rapper
course.
in Brooklyn,
Of course,
and she lives
yeah.
on the streets. And they have to go through this alleyway full of cats, and they're like, "What are you doing in our side of town?" Like meow. And they try to chase them, and then they get.
Cats
they're
is
like,
deli, and they're
yeah.
yeah.
Then they feed them some pastrami and they go back to their business.
I'll
Forget
do-
about it. Yeah.
Forget about it. Popstar 2. Forget about it.
Okay,
They're on Netflix, by the way, if anyone wants to watch them.
Well.
Fucking good. And then you can. My Facebook is
Again-
Avery Moore. If
Again,
you
you said good. I'm saying, do you like them or are they
yes,
good?
I like them.
But
She
are
said
they,
Why
fucking
would I
good.
watch them all the time if I didn't like it?
no, or they're good. They're either you like them or they're good.
She said fucking good.
Fucking good.
Yeah.
But are they actually good
There's-
movies? Is it a good movie?
I laugh harder than I do at comedies that are supposed to be comedies.
Right
now.
Higher sober.
Like I haven't seen a movie in the past 5 years that has actually made me laugh.
Well, Patch Adams
like really
is,
hard
years ago. So
Yeah.
Adams, that's the second time you brought that up.
I love Patch Adams.
What if the
so-
last movie you
They're
found
so
funny was Patch
sad.
Adams?
Right. Oh, I found it, the pinnacle. I got to the top of the
Yeah.
comedy.
But
I found
Adam
Robin,
Sandler does nothing to me now. Thank you,
Robin
Patch
Williams being a basic clown and then Monica Potter getting murdered. That's my favorite movie.
Oh, it's hilarious.
he's a doctor.
No, he wasn't. That was the whole point of the movie.
Really?
He didn't get a medical degree.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I'm not a doctor.
Oh, no, doctor. Check out my nose. Check out my nose. Let's take a break. We'll come back.
That's a good impression.
Thank you.
no lying, I'm lying.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Segment 4.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
We got shots in front of us. Let's do some shots.
Alcohol.
Do we want to toast to anything?
Is that
that's happened?
Jameson in your hand?
Let's toast to the heart.
Oh, you're not a Protestant.
Oh no! I've got my shots. Oh no! I'm falling down the stairs and my shots spilled everywhere.
The pumpkins are collapsing on me.
The pumpkins fell down and they crushed my elbows and knees.
But only those. The rest of me is still fine.
Only me joints where I was going to get
What's on the
arthritis
show?
anyway.
Me joints.
Only me joints where I was
But
too.
not me joints, hint, hint.
Oh no, it's my joints. Only my joints that were getting arthritis. Before
Cheers.
Yeah, that's the longest
just-
Irish toast I've ever heard.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, so traditional.
Oh, someone doesn't know Irish people.
Can you say it in Gaelic?
Or Welsh.
Or Welsh, please. Yeah. The other official language of the Irish.
I'm William Wallace.
Perfect.
And welcome to Jackass.
Hello, I
William
am
Wallace. Welcome to
Scottish.
Jackass. You're about to smash my nuts.
Hey, say you want. The man can tell a story.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to Jackass. I'm about to push me down the stairs.
This is a stairwell on Netflix.
This is called pushing Seamus down the stairs.
That's called a Catholic abortion.
Yeah.
This is called an Irish Catholic abortion.
Did I do it? Did I kill the mood? I tried really hard.
No.
Damn it. You
I
guys
thought
are
it
so
was funny.
jovial. I couldn't even kill it. Wow. Wow. That's how that's.
I
Oh.
have a good abortion joke.
I push my woman down the stairs and she tumbles down over and over and then she picks up a big placard of an aborted fetus and that way everybody knows why true allegiances lie.
She sits on the side of the highway with a bunch of little crosses.
Sheila Mary, yeah.
I
But
want to go see the new Johnny Knoxville movie.
Which one?
Wait, there is
Camp.
one?
What is it called?
Oh,
wait,
my
wait.
Lanta?
it's not. Well, it's not called Action Park because that's what they
Action Park.
Wait, is it called
Yeah.
Action Park?
It's about this a theme park in New Jersey where kids used to like die and get hurt all the time.
Honestly, I would watch
'cause I
that. His
think-
movies
well,
are
'cause I think-
solid.
Action
Oh,
Point.
Action Point.
Oh, like kind of
Yeah,
a
I wanna
point
go see
break.
it.
Okay, because
Ah.
Action Park is the actual name of the park that
But he did.
literally hurt and killed dozens of people.
Starring Jesse Eisenberg.
Not the one
I
in
got you.
Kansas, yeah?
No. The one in Kansas
That's
only.
that was a water
No,
park.
this one
yeah.
was in New Jersey.
The one in Kansas, the Schlitterbahn, Kansas.
Yeah, Schlitterbahn,
Only
yeah.
What? There's no
decapitated.
Schlitterbahn in Kansas.
Yes, there is.
There fucking
There is a
isn't.
Yeah, there
Schlitterbahn
is.
now.
Not anymore.
I'm pissed.
Clearly, Avery does not listen to the show when
Avery.
Adam's on.
Do you want to hear a story? I haven't told this. Have I told this story on the show?
I thought there was just
Tell
one in
us.
Yes,
South
that's how
Padre
we-
and New Braunfels.
No. There is now one
That's
in
how we know
Kansas
about it.
City.
Yeah.
And a child got decapitated on one of the slides.
Yes.
The child was the son of a state senator in Kansas. Kansas has a lot of laws that state that there is a cap on
Literally.
a cap. Yeah.
Ah.
Hey,
The first cut is the deepest. Yeah.
There is a cap.
The first cut
There is a
the
cap
deep-
on damages you can sue for a child because a child in Kansas has no economic value. So there is
like
a
Kansas in general.
but yeah.
First libertarian state.
And one of the
we did it, everybody.
and one of the people who voted for that law in Kansas is the state senator whose son got decapitated at a Schlitterbahn in Kansas
well,
City.
shit.
Because the one of the ramps, whatever, like they had a cage. They had a cage because people were trying to fly
it was
off
the
of
rope.
the
The rope cage. Like it was like a rope thing.
Well,
and his head got caught in the rope, right?
It
ripped his head off.
I'm not sure the technical.
He got caught in
construction.
the netting, and ripped his head off.
I thought he just his velocity was so crazy that he hit the cage. They were trying to keep people from flying out of the fucking thing.
It was a netting
but it was
thing.
netting. It wasn't like
but
a hard cage.
But they had to have supports around the slide.
Jesus
for the
Christ.
netting.
God bless you, child.
Do you want to hear the fun addendum to that?
Yeah.
So Kansas has laws that Kansas has a law that creates a cap for the amount of damages you can pursue for a child who got killed.
Oh my God! Fuck you, Kansas.
Schlitterbahn! Exclamation point! Question mark!
But you know what state doesn't?
Texas,
which is where Schlitterbahn is headquartered. So there is a part of the law that says you can pursue damages from the company based on that company's
value
laws in the state they reside, which is Texas.
Yep.
And Texas doesn't have a cap like that.
Yep.
So this state senator settled out of court based on those laws. But he is continuing to pursue laws that create damage caps for other people like him.
I'm sorry, I'm still looking at the whole idea of caps being the word we're using right now.
Baseball caps.
Decaps.
Yeah, decaps.
Baseball decaps.
Yeah. A little gum
Oops,
inside.
my
there.
hand's gone.
My hand's gone? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
So why are you guys here? It's segment 4. We're wrapping up now.
We both had children who were decapitated. That's the Last Man Standing theme song. It's the same as the Home Improvement theme song.
Why are you here, Adam?
What?
You guys have a podcast or something?
Answer me. Yes. Oh, did you hear the Weezer cover of this shit?
It's terrible.
It's fucking awful. We watched it. My boyfriend and I watched the live version today because I'd played it for him and he was disgusted because he loved Weezer so much. Like, he wore like cardigans when he was like 8 because he loved Weezer so much.
Me too.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Did he date a 12-year-old from Japan?
No, he should have. Maybe. I was kidding.
Man,
we watched it.
Somebody scientifically examined this episode.
Rivers Cuomo was reading the fucking lyrics off of a laptop on a drum throne.
Yes, he was.
God.
Yes.
He didn't even have a teleprompter. You know they make teleprompters, right, Rivers Cuomo?
Yeah.
They make them.
Ask Obama, right, guys?
Also, you were playing on Jimmy Kimmel. They could have provided that for you.
Also,
but you put a laptop on a fucking drum throne.
Also,
He didn't even know the chorus.
how?
He didn't sing it. The keyboard player
Everyone
sang
knows
it.
this song.
Yeah, everyone knows this
Right.
song. Yeah.
This song, you've had plenty of time to learn this song. This song's been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
81 or 82, I think.
All right, 82 is the same as 79.
That actually technically is true.
Thank you. It was all the Star Wars era.
Also,
Anything between 77 and 83 is the same year.
Also, Adam, how many fruits are there?
How many fruits are there?
Yeah.
2.
And they are
Banana and the fake ones.
Adam loves bananas.
Bananas are great.
Man.
Bananas. 2.
Avery, what's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit? I like... what is my favorite fruit? I like green grapes.
Good choice.
Like white grapes.
Yeah, good choice. Yeah.
That's my favorite. I like to keep them really cold.
Have you ever had champagne grapes?
Yeah, I have.
Little tiny dudes?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Fucking wonderful.
Grapes
I'm not
are
a fan of the
solid.
hybrid grapes, like the cotton candy grapes, that
No,
kind of
no.
shit. Like, if I wanted to
That's
eat
Monsanto
candy,
science. We don't want
if I
that.
wanted to eat candy, I'd eat fucking candy, which I do all the time.
Yeah.
So, like,
See,
get out of here with your fruit candy.
I love grapes. I don't think grapes are a fruit. Grapes are a juice nut.
Hurry, boy, he's waiting there for you.
I want to turn the timer off.
I tried to start a relationship with a 12-year-old girl. My name is Rivers Cuomo. My brother is the governor of New York.
Really?
No.
Oh.
They're both named Cuomo, though.
Oh my God! For a second, I was like, "What?
Right.
It'd be funny if they.
How has no one been talking about
Yeah,
this?"
What exclusive?
It'd be fun-
For
it'd
a
be-
second, yeah.
Exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah.
To be fair, I actually don't know that they're not brothers. I just think that they're not brothers.
It's exclusive.
It's a clue.
It's exclusive.
Yeah. Andrew and Rivers are good brothers.
Oh shit!
Meanwhile, Cynthia Nixon will kill them both.
They're not related, but they're best friends.
Yeah. By the way, do you know that there? Did you guys?
Hold on.
We're gonna eat some fruit that comes from a tree.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's not a nut, but it has more juice for you and me. I miss the rains down in America. I miss the rains because there's no more fruit because all the immigrants have been deported. I miss the fruit. You won't work the jobs, you fucking hypocrites. You won't work the jobs.
Work the jobs.
We saved families in South America with the meager wages that we paid these people. That was basically slave labor.
Doom, 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 doom.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Oh,
So
bye-bye.
basically, this is the kind of fun you'll hear if you ever turn into the Avery Adam podcast.
Yes.
Oh man, this is much more structured than ours.
Yeah.
I'm frightened. I'm frightened now.
Our segments begin and end when one of us remembers that we had
Yeah,
segments
I go,
to do.
oh, so, and then I sing a theme song
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I make up at the time of
I will
the recording.
literally.
What is your
will-
air condition in this day and
Literally,
age?
I will interrupt the discussion.
I'm reading the good news on the newspaper page.
Grand design.
Fruits and vines of a grand design. Some people say nuts are just fruit with juice.
A banana is a big soft nut. All fruits are nuts. An orange is a nut with nuts in it.
Oh, you
All
can-
seeds are nuts.
Hey man, you can call me out if you want.
All day
Thank you,
long.
Avery. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. Man walks down the street, says, why am I soft in the middle? God, why am I soft in the middle? But oh, my life is so hard.
I am a banana. Why am I soft in the middle? It's because I'm a banana.
GMOs. O's.
Oh,
Chevy Chase just walks through like, I'm playing a trumpet.
I'm high on the cocaine.
I'm high on cocaine playing a trumpet. Look at my white suit.
Miami Vice.
All
My
right, guys.
theory is that that was the last good thing Chevy Chase has ever done.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
No, Fletch 2 happened after that.
Are you
Was Fletch too good?
sure?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I like Fletch 1.
Yeah,
I
Fletch-
showed my boyfriend Fletch 1, and he was like, oh, this is good. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because it's Fletch.
Fucking duh, you idiots.
Fucking shithead.
I don't want
always-
to. I don't want to garnish
see-
your wages.
My
yeah.
favorite moment of any movie ever, I think, is when Chevy Chase sings to that blonde hot girl in Caddyshack. He's like, I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face.
You were born
And
to love me too.
Yeah. And I know that like most feminists would say, ew, gross, Chevy Chase. But yeah, Chevy Chase.
Back in the day, he was
yeah.
he was tall and hot, and you
He
know.
was tall and hot. Yeah, here we go. I was born. Listen to him play.
He played for Steely Dan.
Little shot of tequila first, yeah.
Yep.
He played for Steely Dan.
I know.
I know. I know you know. Yes, please. Line of cocaine this morning.
Yeah.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first. The patio.
Yeah, and then the music starts, and then
And then slide down the water slide.
Both
Yeah.
naked, yeah.
in the pool,
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, we're gonna get laid.
Judge Smales.
Fantastic.
All right, guys, we have to round this out.
Wrap it
Yeah,
up?
we do.
Adam, get off your phone for a fucking second.
No.
Jesus Christ.
How's your puppy?
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
Bernie,
yeah.
and the dog we're dog sitting is also great.
Good.
We have 2 dogs right now. It's a
One's a
difficult
bitch.
balance. No one is nice. They're both nice. They're both nice
I thought
dogs.
Veronica was a bitch.
Veronica is kind of uppity, but
bish.
Okay.
but she's
A
very
bish.
sweet.
yeah,
she's a very sweet dog.
She's sweet.
She loves to
She
give
tells you not to
kisses.
be.
She's,
Yeah,
she's
she just-
obedient, but she's also like, this is my fucking
Right.
house.
When she's nice to people, but when she sees a dog who doesn't know, like, okay, she's like a dog who's been in the military, who sees like a dog who hasn't been in the military. He's like, no, you guys have to walk like this, and you have to stand like this, and you have to.
You killed it.
It's fine.
Oh,
We're still going.
You have to look at people who talk to you, and you have to say, yes, I am here. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here. Oh, my food is over there. Okay, good. And that's all.
and that's all.
I mean, it's fine, right?
Yep.
You don't have
Yep.
to worry about that. The fact that I can't hear
Hey.
is not an issue for this podcast.
Hey, the show must go on.
yeah.
Thanks, China.
Where can we find you guys?
Well, you can find our podcast, Avery and Adam's Christmas Committee, the podcast,
The podcast.
on iTunes and on places where podcasts are found.
Right.
We also have a Facebook page that no one goes to. We thought we would.
Just like ours, yeah.
Yeah, we thought we would post like uplifting Christmas content, and no one sees it because Facebook is a fucking bitch
It's a gross
blocker.
bitch.
No, Facebook is the best company that's ever existed.
SMID Facebook. Also,
I stand for Facebook.
I was born to love it.
yeah, I
I
was, born to love it.
Facebook.
I was born to pay
I was
your
born
fees.
to read my aunt's statuses and not talk to anybody I actually care about.
Oh, a honker.
Honker.
Oh, what a honker.
You can find me on Twitter at Avery Read More. And on Instagram as Little Miss Popovich. I deleted my
She can't be wrong, yeah.
Yeah, I deleted my Facebook artist page. I feel really good about it.
Hell yeah.
What?
I was like, hey man, I'm nothing. I deleted it in a fit of like sadness,
Back to
and
being
I
a
feel
person
really
again.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never used it and I never utilized it, so fuck it. Also, that just makes you seem like a pretentious person to have a Facebook page for your art when you have another Facebook page. Like, I don't need that shit. No one cares yet. Delete
Yet.
it.
Yeah.
I deleted it.
Nuke it.
And then all over town.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Your
our
lawyer all over
podcast
town.
can
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Our podcast has a Twitter at twitter.com/the
Christmas Pod.
At the Christmas Pod.
See?
There it is.
The Christmas Pod at gmail.com. Also, if you want
Send us
to
an email.
send us an email. We do
We'll
the-
respond.
yeah, we do. Well, we also do Christmas advice segments.
Yeah, we've been using
oh, yeah.
Reddit.
We've been using
but we would
previous
love,
questions.
We'd love to use
We
like
love
your
fresh
actual questions. So
Fresh,
if you need
piping hot questions.
yeah, if you need Christmas advice, send us a question.
Yeah,
or
literally any Christmas advice. Any advice you have that tangentially
Is
involves
your dad
Christmas.
cheating on your mom and you don't know yet, and you can't say it at Christmas?
Until oh, I was gonna
And
say,
what do you serve
I
at
can't
dinner
say it
then?
until
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you not? Can you not afford to buy Christmas presents for your family? Pressures you to. Guess what? We're gonna side with you. So send us an email. What
Adam,
about you, Adam?
Yeah.
Where will we find you? man?
I'm at twitter.com/AHRABIK. That's it.
That's how you spell Hrabik.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Nothing
what's
on
where you can-
Tumblr. Nothing
I was
Medium.
born to Hrabik first.
I was born to spell your name.
I was born to Hrabik.
Yeah.
Yikes! No.
Yikes.
No?
I was
Okay,
born-
fine.
Sounds a
Right.
little too
Hrabik.
much. Yeah.
No, I allow it.
I'll allow
If
it.
there's a exclamation
Technically, I
point
was.
and hype. Yeah.
Question
Question mark, and a
exclamation
hashtag.
point, question mark.
Well,
Yeah.
exclamation, question mark,
Yeah,
exclamation.
yeah. Hrabik?
His name is Hrabik?
My name. I don't know what to tell you.
Love you, Adam.
You guys are fucking lovely.
We love you so
So
much.
much fun
Thank you
all
for
the
having
fucking
us.
You guys are insane. Well, you are. And I love it. I
That's
love
fun.
it.
No,
Whoopsie daisy.
I love it.
Whoops is better than yikes. Dylan, thanks for helping me run the show.
We did?
Love you, Dylan.
If you like the show, you want to know more about the show, you can go to contentpinning.com. It's contentpinning.com for all your content pinning needs. You can go to iTunes or any place you can find podcasts and get podcasts, and you can even yell at your smart speaker. You can say, "Hey,
It's true. Hey,
play
Alexa."
content pinning the show," and Alexa will say, "Like, really? Like, yes."
You have to say podcast first.
You have to say podcast. Yes.
Play podcast.
Play podcast content pinning, and it's like, all right, let's do this.
And she'll do it.
Just
Yeah, and you can
right
cut up your
now,
onions while you're, like, listening to
right
it.
now, put the speaker to the Alexa and say podcast.
No, I'll do it for them.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Play podcast content pinning the show. Works
Alexa.
perfectly. Yeah.
Play podcast.
Well, they do the Alexa part. Like, I'm not
Oh,
their dad.
oh,
Hey,
eh.
Alexa, play the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
And
Dear
she's like-
Alexa, this year for
dear
Christmas,
Alexa.
I want.
My dear
It's been 7
Alexa.
years since I've been in the
Dear
war.
The war's been hard.
Dear Sex in the City. And the city.
Manolo Blahnik. What?
Yeah.
Is it Blahnik or Blanc? Who knows? Someone does.
You can find us on Facebook at Content Pinning the Show. You can find us on Twitter at Content Pinning the Show. You can find us on Instagram at contentpinning.com, all spelled out DOTCOM, because someone still has Content Pinning for.
She's 12. Leave her alone.
Yeah. Well, no, she's like 18 now.
Oh, legal
Well, then-
in Texas.
Well, I'll
Damn.
fucking
Gross.
beat her up. Tell me where she lives.
All right. So
I'm just kidding.
Avery will kill her. Yeah.
Avery's are cooler now. That's
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming to get you.
802-359-7468. 802-359
Or really Mitch
shots
Macy. Yeah.
is a phone number. You can call or text. You can leave a voicemail. You can do whatever you like to. The thing. You can tell us what you like about shrimp or what you hate about shrimp. I don't care.
I love shrimp.
Do the thing. And
You know,
also,
if you search my name on Facebook, my occupation says I love shrimp.
yeah, I love shrimp. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's how we prompt the
It's
episode.
a callback.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also,
Was
questions.
born to shrimp you first. Yeah.
Questions at contentpinning.com. But I've been Travis, and I love you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. That doesn't mean I'm charming.
Hey, man, that speaks to my character.
Content pending.